I'm gonna get my hearts right now. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I'm straight. I'm never straight, believe me, when it comes to clothes. I'm listening to oldie but goodies. I love me some art, oldie but goodies, Al Green, all them good people. And keep the music simple. Ain't got to go through all this extra stuff. Kill your mama, daddy, brother, sister. You already know. This music, this day and time, it hits different. Um, I want to say something, just so y'all can know. Whenever I speak on my ex or anything, I just have to put that out there. I bring it up due to the experience I had with them. There is no feelings with this or none of that extra stuff. I don't communicate with them, whoever was in my life like that. I don't communicate with my exes because one thing about that I want to speak on, when you communicate with your exes, you're giving them hope. You're giving them expiring data that we're gonna be together one day. I do not deal with my exes at all. So when I speak on them, it's just for my messages purpose, not for entertainment. I do not entertain an ex. An ex is an ex for a reason. I do not go back to anybody I left. That's just who I am, always been that way. But when I speak on them, it's just for how darkness was in my life and in their life when I was with them. And when I had posted today, and thank you all for your pleasant comments. Believe me, y'all are wonderful people that comes into my community. It's your community also. It's a platform. And I learned now that I have to speak. It's uncomfortable to do. So, when you're working for God, everything is uncomfortable because you got to get in an uncomfortable position. But for me to help other people, I am all for that because it's so many people in this world that's drowning because of the sorrow that's sitting in their life, living in the physical world. The physical world got a lot of people thinking this is life. This physical world is not life. Your flesh means nothing. Your flesh is just housing for your spirit. But you got things in this physical world. I was in the physical world once upon a time. We all imperfect people. Ain't nobody perfect. We all have a past. We all have things we have to straighten out in our passes. And I was looking on, I follow a lot of people as well. And today was very interesting to me. Today is this month, they say is narc awareness month or whatever. Demons are always awareness because this toxic world, these toxic people, everybody is not going to come to the righteous side. Everybody is not going to convert. Everybody don't like the transformation. Growth is ugly. Growth do hurt. Growth is very painful, but it's worth it. And I always give the analogy, if you go in surgery and you have to get cut on in any type of form or fashion, whatever, you have to go to surgery for your foot, your leg, your hands, your arms, your shoulder, your knees. It's a lot of surgeries that people get once you get older, or if you're an athlete, they go through a lot of tearing on their calves and wrists, and it's a whole lot of stuff that can happen in life. That's why they're called accidents. So it don't matter your age, it don't matter how great of a talent you got. We are living in this physical world, and freak accidents does happen. And you got to be aware of that, because a lot of people look up to a lot of people just because they got nice careers. Careers is something people choose to do, and that's a physical perspective. But a spiritual perspective, do you or you're healthy? And meaning, is your spirit healthy? Is your heart healthy? Is you healthy, with yourself? You see other people look good in this, or you see somebody wearing this right, or they got short hair, they got long hair, or they got snatch waists, or they shape right. But you got to understand, those people are living by the flesh. And when you are living by the Spirit, you are not in no type of competition with those people. That's what those people do. They're in competition with each other because they don't see the spiritual realm. They don't look at, I need a clean spirit. I need a clean heart. I need a clean mental. I need a clean soul. I need to cleanse myself spiritually. So, a lot of people run the therapy. That's the physical realm part of perspective of cleansing yourself or awareness. But the only one can deliver you from them unclean spirits and make you whole again is Jesus the Christ. But many don't want to come to Jesus because Jesus is going to make you new. You can't manipulate Jesus. You can't control God. So when you're dealing with toxic people that runs for Satan, they think that they're controlling Satan, but Satan is giving them exchange for their soul. And a lot of people don't understand that. When you're dealing with darkness and you going down that dark path, it's always going to be destruction. I don't care how you look at it. Sin is ugly. I've been in sin. I was in sin for 40 years. So sin does have a ugly ending. You're going to lose everything. You might lose the people you with. But I want to just say, I wrote a lot of notes today. And one thing you got to understand, energy do not lie. I don't care if they got $1 billion company. If they are if they got the spirit of manipulation on them, they're gonna manipulate their way. You don't know how they got to that $1 billion company. A lot of people kiss feet, but you know what I want to say. A lot of people kiss feet and people please to get certain positions. Precisions. I think I'm saying it right. Precisions. I think. I think I'm talking a lot. Um, so when they want this certain precision, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, this certain spot. I've been talking all day, y'all. I've been talking to a lot of people today. When they want this certain spot in life, some people will underhand and throw other people under the bus just to get that spot. So you got to understand everybody that's in these certain jobs or these certain careers, you don't know how they got there. Everybody is not genuine. There's so many fake people out here. They don't even know what it takes to be real. So when you're dealing with a toxic person, when they're in certain positions, they gonna do what it takes. They're gonna use their tricks and traits to get wherever they need to be. Don't never be in competition with somebody that have a dirty mind. Don't be in competition with somebody that wants something easily. You don't have to be in competition with those people because at the end of the day, them people gonna lose it all because they're not getting it in a rightful way. They're getting it in a wrongful way. So once you catch on to that person spirit, if they are manipulators, you definitely got to cut them short because manipulators will mess your mind up. You will not even know which way they coming because they know how to be. They're very great. They're very crafty and cunning with their words. So if they can manipulate you to think that you're the villain and they the victim, and you know that they're not the victim, you need to stand on that. I don't care if you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose them anyways, eventually, because toxic people do not know how to stay. And one thing about toxic people, they know how to make you feel less than and make them feel greater than. It's time to take power back. You might have to fight to get your power back. I don't care what you do, but stand on your power. It belongs to you. Nobody should have a right to tell you that you can't not deal with them anymore. You don't want to be around them anymore. If they get angry about that, oh well. Let them get angry. That is your power. And a lot of people have been giving away their power to so many people that you're left undone. You're left not pleased. You're left insecure. You're left broken while they using your power to be whole. Then they come back in your life after they done gave out all that power to go entertain some more people. Then they come back to you and you bringing them back in with open arms. You can't love a demon. Demons don't have love. If they're with their exes, let them be with their exes. If they keep bringing their exes up in your face, let them go. Because guess what? They ain't gonna be with that ex either. They're not gonna get with that ex. They just want to break. And toxic people love competition. So if they can get their ex out of that home from around that person, man or woman, they're not gonna be with their ex. They're exes for a reason. They just love to have control over people, and they're very manipulating with it. They're very smooth. Their words are slicker than oil, but you don't let that bother you. You get an exit plan when you keep hearing them ex, my ex, my ex, my ex, my ex, my ex this, my ex that, my ex this. Get a plan. Get an exit plan so you can move out it slowly. Go slowly with it. Move out it slowly. Don't go fast, because if you go fast, then they're gonna get you. They're gonna stop you. Move slowly. Have a plan. Start putting yourself a plan together. How you gonna move out of this situation? Move slowly and move in silence. Don't tell nobody, because you don't know who these toxic people got programmed to watch you, to spy on you, to tell your family that how you doing, sweetheart. Yes, strategize slowly. Yes, you got to strategize slowly, and you got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to see who's moving shady, because that narc has a lot of people under their wing. They're people pleasers, so they know a lot of people love gifts. They know a lot of people love money. They know a lot of people love attention. So the narc gonna give out to get more back in. So you got to move slowly. You just can't be like, I'm leaving you, I'm done with you. No, no, no. You playing that here in silence. I don't care who it is. Don't trust no one at that moment, because you don't know who is working for your narc. So when you do move away, make sure you move away. Don't move away next door, or don't move away down the block. Move away. Get out of that situation all the way so you can have a peace of mind. Because when I used to just detach from mine, I moved states. I moved. I jumped states. I didn't care if I was homeless or not. I jumped states. I didn't stay in the same state. I moved over to another state, in another city, and I kept it moving. And you got to start from the beginning. A lot of people hate to start over. Why? You're gonna have to start over anyways, because they're not gonna leave you drained. They're gonna leave you financially drained. See, they know when to strike, because they know where to get you at. They make you tell them everything you're doing. You, like I said before, in my other lives, they check the mileage on your car. They put the locations on your phones. They check your bank accounts. They want to look at all the statements, but they're secretive. That's not how life rolls. You do not let them have control over your soul when they really don't even have control over theirs. I always tell people that narcs don't have control over themselves. They want to dominate you to make them feel powerful. No way. No way. Never. I mean, we in 2024 now. Back in the day, we didn't have all this information. Back in the day, God didn't speak to us like he do now. He had us through training all our life, the chosen ones. If you're a chosen one, you understand the training we had to go through. It was hard to convert from physical to spiritual. It was hard for me. It took me 5 years to get this stuff together, but I got it together. That's why I wouldn't just come out and just put myself out here until I was comfortable. And I was like, Heavenly Father, I'm comfortable. I'm ready to go. So I'm here now. So it's no turning me off. I had to fight a lot. I had to get my energy back from a lot of negative people. And it was my family. My family is my enemy. But guess what? I didn't do anything to them. So I'm not mad with them. They mad with me. Yes, they do. Yes. Yes, it does. It does. Safety really does, because when you got those very, like those sociopaths, those psychopaths, they are very dangerous people, and they don't mind taking lives, because Satan get on these people so much. They turn into serial killers. They want to taste blood, and you see all the time they kill families, they kill children. When that darkness get on them that much, you got to be very safe about it, and that's why you got to move in silence. If they ask you questions, don't act like you're scared, because see, they can smell the fear. Don't allow them to smell no fear on you. You're not afraid. Don't never be in a position where you're afraid to speak your mind. And that's what they do. They're big old bullies. Never, yeah, you can't never underestimate them. You cannot. That's why and I always tell women, definitely women, when you move out of a situation, do not let these folks back in, because When you let them back in, and I mean, I done seen it over and over again. Sad that I had to see a lot of this, but I done seen women get their lives taken away from them, dealing with locking them up, bringing them back. Then they have another man on the side. See, they can't take what we can take. They can dish it, but they can't swallow it back. Yes, 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 and they can't take it. You think, okay, well, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. I hope you got enough power for it. See, I'm never afraid of them. See, I was strong all my life. So when they bring those attacks, see, I'm 10 steps ahead of them because I know how they operate. I've been around it all my life. So when you think they're thinking one thing, they sit there and they think another thing. And it's sad to say, but see, a lot of older women was around me my whole entire life, and they would say, always put some money back, always have an exit plan. Those older women knew what they were talking about. They might didn't express it in the way that they need to, but they knew how narcs move. Make sure you got some money put up. Don't never spend all your money. Don't never let them know the what the how they say it, never let the left hand know what the right hand know. You know, they always say that. I think I'm saying that right. Never let the left hand know what the right hand, or the right hand know what the left hand know. They knew how these toxic men roll, and these men know how these toxic women roll. It's always been a game, and a lot of those older people didn't have the information that we got now. It's a lot of information out here now to power up people. You know, we had to do it the hard way, and it's not fun, and it's not fair, but it's not fun either, detaching from a trauma bond, because you're traumatized all over again. It's like they're like king and queen cobras. They hit you with venom and they paralyze you, and you'll believe everything they say, and they lie so bad. Oh my goodness, they lie about just the my toenail. My toenail is black, and they probably went in there and painted it black. They lie extremely bad, and they do things to keep you stuck. They say things to make you feel like you're less than. They bring up their exes to get you jealous or make you feel like that you have you in competition with their exes. No way. No way. You don't need to not to even tell you you're beautiful anyways, because they don't even feel beautiful. They don't even feel handsome. That's why they don't have self-control. That's why they can get out of your bed and jump in somebody else's bed and jump in somebody else's bed and jump in somebody else's bed. They don't have self-control. I don't care how intelligent they sound. I don't care what kind of clothing wear they rock. I don't care what kind of cars they drive. I don't care how big their businesses is. They still toxic. They still manipulators. They still liars. They still con artists. They still abusive, verbally, physically, to drive you mentally insane. See, a lot of people don't speak out due to fear. A lot of people won't expose due to fear, because they shine you with all this money. They shine all of this, taking you out to fancy dinners. I'm trying to read what you're saying. I got my glasses. What do I do with my, okay. Honey, I got my glasses tonight. Let me put my things on me. Yes, 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 yes. You got to stay on. Let me put these glasses over here. You got to stay on top, because they will use your past. Like if you tell them something about you that you probably never told nobody, they're going to use that against you. Why would you let them? Because their past is so ugly. You better hit them back with it. That's why I say it's time to get strong. When they not decide, they call it discard, they just leaving for a moment. They go do something, addiction, because they on drugs real bad. They pop pills real bad. You know, they drink real bad. They smoke cigarettes real bad. They snort cocaine real bad. Believe me, these narcs do some stuff. Them full blown narcs, they on some real high level addictions. Gamble real bad. Strip clubs real bad. And when you see them and they try to make you feel bad, majority of them got receiving hairlines. They going bald in the middle. They probably got dirty feet, stinky breath. They put on clothes, leave them on 2 and 3 days. Them people got issues. Believe me when I tell you, they don't like the bath. You catch them on one of them rainy days. They stink. They lazy. They're disgusting because those dark spirits is tearing them down. So when they come to a healthy person, now you giving them energy to feel comfortable. And a lot of women do it because I speak to a lot of women on a daily. They even hand over their paychecks. They even take care of this man. They even make sure the family's good. No, sir. No, no, no. You do not supposed to be taking care of no man. You do not take your food stamps and feed no man when you sign up for them food stamps for your children. And women do it. They'll cook for the man. And I done seen it too many times. They'll cook for the man, but their children eating scraps. They'll clean the house up for the man, but when the man gone, the children got to live in filth. I done seen it. Them narcissistic women, they're horrible. They're not clean at all either. They only clean up their body just to pull that man into hell. And what the man do? He see the booty. Let me go over here. She got a big butt. A lot of men love big butts. Oh, she got a big butt. I got to get that. That's a demon. She got a chunky waist because not all men love small women. And she got a chunky waist. Let me get that. Why they with you now? Well, I ain't never had one do me like that because if we played that game, see, I used to be toxic too. So I know how the game go. So when that man would look at whoever I'm with, my exes, whatever, we together and they looking at that woman, I'd be like, look at her. Go ahead and look at her because I'm finna look at me some men. I mean, my ex used to tell me, you're disrespectful, so are you. We playing the same game. Look, look at her. Get your look on because I'm going to get my look on. I did not play with my exes. I did not play no game. If you want to be dirty, we're going to be dirty together. Handle what you bring in. See, I was never afraid. Even when it got violent, I was never afraid. That's why I took boxing classes. I did a lot of gym. I did a lot of things because I know men can be really nasty and hateful, and men are strong. I know how to work knives real well. I was real good with knives, butterfly knives, straight blades, you name it, swords. I had it all. I had to protect myself because I know that man finna play a game, and men, when they jealous, they get very angry. And you got to be careful when they get angry. So they had to be careful with me too, because I get angry too. I got angry issues too. So I didn't play with the men that was in my life. If they want to go cheat, I didn't just cheat right away because I'm not a cheater, but I did find me a target. Okay, that one break dead. Okay, yeah. When they come in, you know that favorite thing when they're ready to go out and run out in the world. Ain't nobody gonna want you. Ain't nobody gonna treat you like I treat you. Ain't nobody looking at you. Boom! I used to bust them. Bam! You want to bet? Let me dial this number. Oh, you cheating on me? Yeah. You said nobody want me. You said nobody will ever be with me. Nobody ever treat me like you treat me. I would never want nobody else like you. So you got to hit them just the way they hit you. If they break up your past, bring up their past. Believe me, they got one. That's why they're running from house to house to house, door to door to door, person to person to person, back to their exes, out of their ex's face, back in their ex's body, out of their ex's body. They got problems. But you can't, and I had to learn that the hard way, you can't do an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. The main thing you can do for that toxic person is leave them. When my ex, me and him start playing back and forth, we were toxic. I mean, the people at the job said, boy, y'all are toxic. Siobhan, you give it back to him just as well as he give it back to you. I did. He would go and get with his ex-girlfriend. I had me a little boo thing on the side too. When he come back, it was my turn. He would stay out all night long. When he come back home and he decide he want to be comfortable now, it was my turn. Never get comfortable on me, my man. I would go and stay out all night long, come back in the house, be like, is you ready to go to work? I'll come back right on time so we can go to work. Oh, he was big man. I ain't going to work. Where you been? Out. And that's just how I used to be. I was not a woman. And I had to think about that today. I sat and, I've been out of darkness for 5 years. And I had to think about the things that me and my ex used to do. I was not a woman to be played with. You are not going to play with me. I'm not going to sit here and cry. And I'm not going to sit here and take your abuse. I got abuse in me too. But he didn't know that because, a lot of people take your kindness for your weakness, especially chosen ones. We are not perfect people. We're imperfect like everybody else. God do not call people that feel like they're righteous. God called the ones that know that we were filthy rags. I was a filthy rag. I was brought up around filthy rags. I didn't have no problem being a filthy rag because all I knew was to be a filthy rag. Demons was all over me. It was demon time. When you brought your demons out, I'm bringing my demons out. But that was just how I was built. But I could have been like majority women, cry, sit there and take the abuse, sit there and let the abuse go on while he out cheating, and then he gonna bring up his ex and try to be in competition with his ex. No way. I'm not in competition with your ex because your ex can't be me, and I certainly don't want to be your ex. I don't care. And they'll try to throw the jobs up in your face. Well, my ex is a nurse. My ex is a doctor. My ex is a therapist. My ex is this. My ex is that. Well, why you didn't stay with all of this, my lady or my man? That's how you got to talk to them. You just got to talk to them like that. I don't care what they is. I done been around a lot of traveling nurses, RNs, CNAs. Them people are destroyed. They use them jobs to make them feel like they're important. No, no, Paul. Take that out of here, Ma. I don't care about your job. Who you? That's how you got to be. Who you? Y'all got to stop allowing these people to make you feel less than. They are hurt, and that's why they hide behind their jobs. And half of them lose them. They lose them because if they were whole and they were healed, they wouldn't be talking about no job. They wouldn't be still in no toxic relationships with these people. They wouldn't be out here on drugs. I've seen a lot of RNs lose their jobs because of drugs. It's a lot of them want to be in nursing because of drugs. They can get hold of them pills. They can pop them pills easier. I done seen it too much in my life. That's why I say when people be like, "Oh, my wife is in the White House, yeah, screwing everything. The president, the representatives, the Democrats." Listen, when you is not healed, it don't matter what your position is in the job. I heard a thing on TikTok today. The man said when you put red lipstick on a pig, that pig is still a pig, right? So when you dress up a toxic person, their spirits are still toxic. It's just a demon in a clothing line, a demon driving a nice car, a demon living in a house that's boring. Narcs are boring. I don't even know what y'all be missing. Them the boringest people you ever want to be around. All they do is sit around like couch potatoes with their hands in their pants or rubbing their toes all over together, and they're sitting there plotting something to do. Because only thing they know is to do things to hurt people. They only issue pain. Their transactions is about pain. And you shouldn't allow it. You should not allow you should not be in love with pain. Tell me how good pain feel. Pain don't feel good. You should not be in love with no pain. That stuff is disastrous to yourself. Then you wonder why your blood pressure through the roof. Then you wonder why your cholesterol all over the place. Then you wonder why you having freak trips to the doctor's office because you got a bacteria infection, a vaginal infection, got sexually transmitted disease. You wondering why? Because you allowing them to come to and fro easily. Easily. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Go heal. Stop letting them back in. I don't care if they do come up there with that nice old cologne or perfume that you really like. Learn to like another cologne. Start spraying different perfumes on when you go in these stores. Start taking your mind off of what that narc had you on. Clench your mind and get into something healthy. Because I'm gonna tell you, in the long run, it ain't gonna be nice. You're gonna wear yourself down, then you're gonna end up with cancer and all kinds of foolishness because now you're in therapy, lying to the therapist because you're not going to tell the therapist the truth. The therapist can't discern the truth. They only go by the behaviors of people. Narcs can get over on them. Narcs can get over on a lie detector. Narcs can get over on detectives. People can't really see spiritually. They're just going by the behaviors and detective. A narc can go and be like, I'm healed. I'm good. Aren't we good, baby? and got baby so nervous. Baby gonna say, yeah, we good. We good. You sure? Yeah, we good. We good. A lot of people are lying for one. I done seen it too much in my life. You get scared. Okay, we good. You talk. I done had women talk to me. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm over it. Ain't no more. Soon as the man come back around, I'll call you back. Don't see him no more. The man done drug him right back in the lion's den. And then they look at you and then try to project on you. Well, I ain't mad with nobody. This year I'm gonna just keep it positive. Let it go, sis. You just been trapped again. And good riddance with it. Because you wash your hands with it. When you try to help somebody, you got to let them have their own time. And when they get tired, you cannot make nobody come out of these situations. You'll be wasting your time on them. You just tell them what it is, take it for what it's worth, and leave it alone. Don't give too much advice because they'll go when the North come back in and bully them again. They're gonna turn it on you. Well, Siobhan said to do it this way. Siobhan said do it that way. Who is Siobhan? Let me go to her. Fear will get a lot of people hurt when you're trying to help hurt people. You can't help hurt people. That's why I haven't even set up these one-on-ones yet because I got to get myself together because if I'm going to tell you something, I'm telling you because I mean what I say. I do not play no games, especially when it comes to your soul. What is you exchanging your soul for? Pain? You're going to give a narc your soul. Here, take me, beat me, cuss me, kick me, stomp on me, lie on me, smear my name just to lay with me for 30 minutes. Really? Sex ain't that good? Once you get it and understand it, that sex ain't that good. Go get you a vibrator. Do something until you can get over the sex game. But letting the enemy touch you, and after they touch you, they're going to talk to you. They don't want, well, I don't know how I feel to be kissing. I'm not a kisser. And I can tell y'all that right now. That kissing game, I did not play it. I wasn't affectionate when it came to a man. I was affectionate to my kids. But that kissing game and all that, no. Why is you letting them kiss on you anyways? And they probably been kissing on another female or another man or man, no. Don't let them lips touch you. Them lips are dangerous. I was not a kisser, so I don't know how I feel to be all slobbering off. No, no, no. It's you got to build standards, and I don't care how mad they get when you build boundaries. You need to build healthy boundaries. Build healthy conversations. Listen, I don't like when you talk about your ex. It don't make me feel good. It's gonna make me leave you. That's how you got to talk to the narc. Not it makes me feel bad when you talk about your ex. I just don't like it. It burns my soul. Nah. If you keep talking about your ex, it's going to make me leave you. You got to look at them and mean what you're saying. You can't be having your eyes all over the place. Or if you talk about your ex, it's going to make me leave. No. If you talk about your ex too many more times, I'm going to leave you. You got to get firm. When they leave you, you get into your mirror, you start talking to yourself. You start building strength. Get into a prayer closet. Because if they know you're praying, they're gonna stop you. No, you ain't even gotta tell them about that. When Jesus show up, let Jesus take them out. Stop being a hindrance to your blessings. That's why a lot of people don't get their blessings. Because they let these animals, and demons are animals. Demons hate us. They just use certain humans to destroy because Satan can't destroy without a willing vessel. So these willing vessels that's coming in your life to destroy you, that's on you. You got to learn the word. You got to read. And if you go canceling, go cancel it by yourself. You ain't got to invite no narc to no canceling because they're not going to get it. They're not going to do it. They're going to be just like this. I don't need no help. You sure don't? I do. I need help to get away from you. Not you don't need no help because they don't see that they need any accountability. When you keep letting them back in your life, they're not going to take accountability. And if they do take accountability, it's a trick. They're not going to do it just because they genuine. Toxic people are not genuine people. They fakes. They don't know what it is to be real. All their life they've been fake because of their childhood. Like they can't go back and fix it. Now, if their parents did, that should be a right there closure. My old evil parents did. I can heal now. Because a lot of people is trapped due to family. Because the family done bullied you. The family using your energy. So when you get out here in the world, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna let a man or woman do you the same identical way. Use you. Job using you. Church using you. I done seen the church just use women. They standing there like ushers. I got to go. Pastor calling. I got to go see what pastor want. Pastor is not God. Pastor is a human being that's being used too by Satan. You got to stand up, you all. I don't know what to say. You just got to stand up. And believe me, when I'm telling you, I do. I really do. I do not play. Not when it comes to me. I have a right to detach. I have a right to heal. And if I don't want to contact with nobody, you don't need that negative energy coming in your life. Them games that the narcs play. I'm learning these terms now. Breadcrumbing. Just give you a little bit here. Take a little. I'm gonna break you off a piece, a crumb off this bread here. Then they quit talking to you, no communication. You texting them, they'll text you back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then they text you. Now they expect you to respond right now. They expect you to give answers right now. No, no. You got to cut it off. Hoovering. They're just like a vacuum cleaner. Suck you up like dirt, send you around in the dirt pot, and then empty you out in a garbage can after they get what they want. They only want something. You got to let them go. Period. Your soul is important. You matter. They don't matter. If they don't want themselves healed, detach. It's okay. We all played fool's gold before. But I ain't gonna play too much fool games. I'm not gonna play too much nobody's fool. The only fool I play with to them kids, them narcissistic kids of mine, women, the narcissistic kids of mine. They made me look like a fool, but I had to bring it back in. Okay, they ain't my kids no more. Them demons. But a man, I didn't play them fool game. Mm-mm. Because I was just like them. I had it in me bad. So being dysfunctional was nothing to me. I knew how to be dysfunctional. But with my kids, they got me. They dog walked me. They put me down. But I got back up off the ground. Now you're grown, do your own thing. But when it comes to a relationship, y'all, users, they only love to get what they can get from you. Users love if it's your energy, if you got high quality energy, they're going to come around you because your energy is high. If you're sex, if you're willing to give up sex, they're gonna come around and get sex whenever. Ugh. Money, they want that. Women, you don't supposed to be taking care of no man. I'm just so sorry. If you can't find the right man, it ain't time yet. Go enjoy your life. But taking care of man, giving over your child support to men, I done seen it. Women tell me I took care of his child support. He was behind in his arrears. I'm gonna help him pay his child support. When my tax money come, I'm gonna make sure he's straight. Nah, my ex did that one time. We had a bank account together, and we went to the bank and took the money. I was like, wait a minute, whoa, whoa, where my money at, bro? Oh, child support, bro. If you don't go get my money back, it's gonna be a serious problem. I was not one to play it. I'm not paying your child support. I didn't get your child. I'm not gonna make if I had to pay child support, I'm not gonna make a man pay my child support. That right there let me know I'm just a lazy female. But paying a man child support so baby mama can get it. Oh no, not from my money. You and baby mama better work something out. So y'all got to stop these games that these people play on you. They use their baby mamas, they use their baby fathers to tear you down. That's my baby mama. And what that mean? Why don't you marry her? Why you got me in this mess? I had to go through that too. And I did not play with his baby mamas. I'm not playing with nobody, baby mama. I got kids too. And I'm not bringing that heat. And you ain't neither because it's going to be a big old smoke up in this house. I did not play at all. And I still don't play. If I think I'm feeling somebody, you got to take your time and see what they're about. You just don't rush. See, narcs like to rush you in real quick. Here, bum rush you. Come move with me. Come, can we do this with me? No. Because the faster you put me in, the faster I'm going to get out because it's a problem. Half of them are women beaters. Half of them are men beaters. Half of them are sick. They're not lovers. They lusters. They lust after everything. They're not in love. They just love what you can do for them. And don't be disrespected. Ever. Never let a man or woman disrespect you. If they want to be with their ex, let it go. If they want to be with the kid's father or the kid's mother, let it go. Because they love to bring their past into their present. And nobody going to have a future because you're going to be fighting back and forth between your present and the past. I can't stand her. I hate him. Oh, no. That is not a life. I don't care how old they are. You still got men and women in their 60s, their 50s, in their 70s still playing games. Yes. You got to. Once you sit down and rewind and think about what you had to go through, think about the things you had to go through with your family, think about the things you had to go through with your job, think about the things you had to go through in general, then you're going to get a man or a woman in your life that just tear you apart and just step on you. No. And then you're hurting while they over here smiling in somebody else's face. Then they posted them on social media just to get a reaction. If you strong like me, I'll be up there liking it. Hey, go ahead and do that thing. Let me see how long you're gonna stay together because it ain't long. I didn't play them games either. If they on social media, oh, they're having fun. Oh, and they got them flying monkeys. Oh, you see what's on social media? Oh, you see you and your ex and his girl on there? I don't care. I don't care. I can do the same thing. Easy. It's easy. But who want easy anymore? Who wants somebody that's easy to get? Who wants somebody that got easy access? Anybody can have access to them. Who want that? Them people don't have self-control. They're not disciplined and they're not healed. I don't care how much they talk about not awareness and all. They're not healed. They're not healed people. Anybody can just call you. Your ex can just jump back in your life. You're easy. Who want easy? Nobody really. Especially when you get a certain age in your life. Who want to deal with easy people? Anybody can have them. Man or woman. Dogs, horses. Anybody can get them because they got to feed that lust demon. Criminals. Going to jail. Getting them out of jail. Buying them all up. No. Why would you lose your mind over somebody's mind that's already lost? It's time to heal and heal correctly. If that narc come, put the police on them. They don't want to go to jail. Trust when I tell you, put the police on them. Harassment. Oh no, don't play with them. Don't hold back. I ain't gonna call the police on them. Only reason why you gonna call the police on them, do you got any warrants? Or you got a background? What? I wouldn't care if I was a felon, which I ain't got no background. But if I could have been a felon, I wouldn't care. Get them. My ex told me, I'm gonna come down there and come on. Come on. You do not want to get locked up in Maryland, my man. They don't let you go. They give everybody no bond. I don't care if you get locked up for a traffic ticket. No bond. So come on down here. And you are out of town or two, bring it. Come on. I don't care how you know how to get here. Come on. I'm gonna lock you up. I do not mind putting on 911. I love my little baby, but she's no longer with us. But if she was living, she'll tell you, my mother will call the police on you real quick. Especially when you done brought me out of my character, because now I'm just as destructive as you is. So I'm gonna put 911 on them. They stand there, put 911 on them. And when the police come, they done dodge, they done hit the town. No, sir, don't play with them. It's not worth it. I just want y'all to understand. And sorry that I'm talking strong because you have to be that way with them. You cannot be scared. You can't act weak or you can't say, well, I don't know how to stand up. You do. If somebody put you on a train track and you know this train is coming, you gonna just stand there because you too weak to get off the track, or you gonna get off the track? You gonna get off the train track. You ain't gonna let that train hit you wide open like that. I don't think so. They are very suicidal people too. They'll commit suicide real quick. Don't think they ain't hurting. Don't think that this mind ain't worn. That mind's worn all the time. That's why they got to go. That's why their eyes all over the place. Body language all jiggery and all that. That's not what you want to love. That's not no lover. That person is loose as a goose. Don't get them started because they got addictions. Them drugs, receiving hairline, missing teeth, bad limbs. I can't talk because my knees is my bow legs. I got bow legs, y'all, and my bow legs been giving me the business. And I have a real bad bow legs, and they be hurting. But it ain't because I'm toxic. It's just because my bow legs, I got them from my grandmother. But you gotta, they complain a lot. Always remember that. They complain. Nobody ever nice to them. Nobody ever did them right like they doing somebody right. They're trying to mess your peace up. No, don't let them do their own work and detach, disable yourself. Let them work out their own souls and salvation. It's not your job. Your job is to get you right. And if you got kids, to get your kids together. They'll try to make you mad between them. They'll bring animosity between you and your kids. Them people are dangerous. They're very armed and dangerous because they got demons on them. And if they don't want to get fixed, so be it. Do not let these people disrespect you all for real on some real stuff. If they try to put the blame on you, shift it right back on them. Put it in overdrive. Nope, here. Don't argue with them because they love to argue. You don't have to argue. Be quiet. Let them talk. They'll cut it out because they ain't got nobody to argue with. You ain't got to argue with them. Demons love to argue. When they start arguing, calling all kind of filthy names, be praying, Heavenly Father. If you just take this person away, say it in your subconscious mind. You just go ahead and let them go. You ain't in love with no pit bull, no Rottweiler, no broken down lion. You are precious. Believe me when I tell you, you are precious. They would not be there if you wasn't. If you were just like them, they don't like people just like them. They don't like strong people because they're weak. They can't show up in a strong person's mind. I mean, in a strong person's surrounding. A toxic man would not be able to be with me because he can't offer what I want. He got to have boundaries. He ain't gonna be talking about no X in my face. Anyways, I'm gonna cut you off. Anyways, you toxic right there. Because if your ex that superior, why aren't you back with him? I'm not dealing with that. I would never deal with that. My ex, my ex, my ex, my ex. That's just a game. Ain't no they in love with that ex that much. Why you ain't over there in the bed with them? Don't let them play mind games with you all. And it's one compete. They want you to compete. They want to. They just want that energy. They just want to feel important. They just want to feel like they want it. No, you ain't want it. Not with that kind of stuff. It ain't nothing to be loyal to. I don't want to be loyal to a demon. I don't want to be loyal to nobody that's toxic. No, we're not doing this no more. Get a strategy. Be silent with it. You got to learn how to not talk. You got to learn to move in silence. You got to learn to be private. Many men wonder about me all the time. Do you got a man? Do you go see somebody? If I did, what is it to you? It's none of your business about my life. Everybody questions me around here. You always by yourself. I'm not by myself. Spiritually, I'm not, but physically, I am. But if I did have a friend, I wouldn't tell nobody because people want to just know your business. Satan only know what you tell him through people. I tell nobody nothing about me. Nothing. It's not their business. Because when you start telling this person, it's going to go down. You know how toxic people do. Them phone lines is real easy access. Girl, Siobhan got a man. Girl, my neighbor be asking me, you've been here almost 3 years. I ain't seen a man come out your house yet. You're not. Why I'm a man? I'm not toxic no more. And if I was toxic, I still wouldn't have a lot of men running out my house. I wasn't sexual. What happened to me in my childhood, but now that I'm healed, yeah, when I do get a man or a husband, I'm gonna be sexual. But at first, I wasn't because I had anger. I was sexually abused, or I had a lot of anger in me, so I just want to hurt men sexually. You get what? But I'm being honest. But I didn't let that tear me down. Now that I'm healed, I don't care about none of that stuff they did to me. Because guess what? They can't do it now. They can't face me now. Good. Because I bring the heat now. And I ain't no little girl no more. I'm a full blown woman, but I'm a child of God. You feel what I'm saying? I am a child of God, but in this physical realm, I'm a full blown strong woman. And I'm not going to let nobody weaken me just so I can make them feel special. If your vibration ain't up high, you don't have healthy boundaries, I'm sorry for you. I can't do nothing with you because I can't attach to foolishness. I can't attach to weakness. So when you build yourself up, never bring yourself back down on a low vibration. I don't care if they get mad with you, they go silence on you. See, with me, silent treatment ain't nothing for me because I love to be silent. I love my loneliness. I'm not like, oh, I can't be alone. I love to be alone. Even if I'm in the house with people, I love to be alone and I'm going to have my me time. And nobody gonna take it away. And I've always been that way. I always love to be alone. You got to practice that until you master it. Love to be alone. Love yourself. You are important. That don't want to be important. That's on them. Let them go right out there with them sharks and swim. Go on in the pool of pain because I'm not going with you. I can't swim in pain. Pain ain't nothing you want to tote around anyways. It make you dark under your eyes, make you drowsy, make you lazy, make you just don't want to get up. You don't want to interact with people. You always bitter. You always complaining. You always side-eyeing people. You always competing against people. That's not how you want to live. That's not even a good way to live. You wake up bitter. What? Sound like a lawnmower. I don't like them. You don't want to be around that. Okay. But I hope I helped tonight. I'm sorry that I'm talking strong, but today it was a lot of people that just talk. I talk to a lot of people every day. That's just who I am. And they're drowning, crying. Then they even start being like the narc we all have. I've been dysfunctional for a long time, but you end up doing the same thing they doing, being disloyal to yourself. You got to be loyal to yourself. You ain't got to date. You ain't dating because you can't get a date. You're going to date yourself for a while. So then when you do actually go out here and date, you know what to look for. You know what you want. You'll never know what you want if you keep letting toxic people come in your life. Your identity is gonna be lost. You're gonna be wanting to be like their exes. You're gonna be wanting to be like them. No, you don't. You want to be disciplined. You want to be healed. You want to know how to love yourself before you can love somebody else. So once you can love yourself, then you can love somebody else. This I used to have a filthy mouth. Cuss. I had to discipline. Heavenly Father said you got to cut it. I had to discipline. When Heavenly Father work you, you work with him. I had to learn to get in my feminine energy and get out of this masculine energy. It's still there. I always tell people, don't let the beast sleep. It's not dead, it's sleep. Don't awaken it. So I'm in my feminine energy and I'm enjoying being a lady. All my life I had to be in masculine energy. Be the one that show up, be the one that support, be the one that love, be the one that have understanding, be that listening ear, be that compassionate person. I'm over it. If I can't get that same reciprocation back, you can't reciprocate what I get back, cut it. You will know if it's coming. Everything ain't 50-50. But when it comes to your emotions, you want somebody to show up like you show up. If you got love, you want love. If you got compassion, you want compassion. You understanding, you want understanding. If you know how to communicate, you want communication. If you can't get that, you don't want nothing because that is valuable. Not I'm gonna give you a car so you can ride in it and just shine and make people think you're happy. Cars don't make you happy. A car can't say, listen, it's okay. You got to lay on my shoulder. That bank account fat, that don't mean that money, you're going to go get a bunch of money and lay in that money, and that money going to be like, lay on my shoulder. I'm going to make it better for you. That money can't take away pain. Money cannot take away pain. Your mental is a savings account, and it's sitting there with deposits of pain, nasty words. But that money spent, but that mental still got their deposit of pain. So once the money's spent and you done came down off of your shopping spree high, now you're thinking about, well, where they at? Who want to live in a house with somebody and you got to look at your phone to see if they're going to text you back? You want to see if they're going to come home tonight. Who want to live in that kind of foolishness? And if you do, you need to examine yourself. Why are you allowing yourself to go through this? You don't know if he's going to show up. I got to go over here to baby mama house. Oh no. I got to watch the kids. Where? At baby mama house, stay there. No, you ain't got to never worry about leaving here and watching no kids. See, I didn't play. I didn't play no games. I was very strict because I know how easily they can get when you don't have control, how easy it is to get caught up, and then now you looking like a dummy, a pigeon on top of the rooftop. No, no. Stop allowing yourselves to be mishandled when you are a precious gem. Stop allowing these toxic people making you feel like you are a lump of coal. They the coals. Stop it. Stop allowing y'all taking all these mental shots. It don't look good and you don't sound good when you open your mouth because you're always bitter. You're gonna always hate a woman that got a thin waist, or you're gonna always hate a woman with short hair, or you're gonna always hate a woman with long hair. Men gonna always hate her if that woman left him for a man with muscles. You're gonna always hate a man with muscles. You get what I'm saying? No. No. And I don't care who you are. No. No. You are too beautiful and you are too handsome to allow darkness to make you think you are nothing. We're all something. We're all different. We all got different gifts, but how you using your gifts. Athletes, they're not healed just because they're athletes. They're making money. They're making money for the people. They got to put more money into them. They're being used too. Everything is rented here. Like Mike Epps said, we live in a rented life. How are you paying your rent? Is you bargain? Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you when they start talking about somebody and they be like, oh, I don't like that person. Oh, that person. Be careful. Be careful. That is a trick. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They hate you. They'll talk about you. They'll talk about everybody. Your parents will talk about you. Your children will talk about you. Anybody that feel comfortable in your world will talk. They will talk. They talk about everybody, but themselves. That's when you start talking about them. Don't let them expose you. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna tell you, when I was toxic, I was a fighter. So when my ex or one of my exes would do something stupid, I'd be like, it be on. They know it's war with me. It was just straight war with me. I was just a war zone. They would be on eggshells. My ex told me one time, he's like, I don't think it's fair. I have to walk on eggshells. I said, I don't think it's fair for me to walk on eggshells. So if I have to walk on eggshells, so do you. I didn't play when I was toxic. I mean, I just didn't. And they do stuff on my ex or something. Yeah, I got an exes too. I know how to get my exes back too, because every ex I had, I can go back to, but I wouldn't. For what? I'm not going to degrade myself like that. I left. I'm gone. And when I tell y'all, I just talk about them. I just talk about them because we had a lot of things we did it to each other in life, and we had a lot of things we didn't do. But yeah, yes, I would. Oh my goodness, and I got a thrill. I got a thrill off of fighting. When I was toxic, so fighting was my go-to. Like, let's duke it out. Let's cut it out. Let's shoot it out. What we gonna do? I had a thrill in fighting because I grew up around a lot of violence. So I had no other choice but to know how to fight. Boxing was my thing. Like, good grief, box. I didn't care. Like I said, black eyes, big lips, knots in my forehead, and I'd be just walking around. I wore it with honor because I just had a thing with fighting. All that. No, we on site. Let's take flight. What we gonna do? I've been in court many a times. Thank God I made it out with no felonies, no misdemeanors. But I dodged a lot of bullets. And that's why I tell y'all I did not play, and I still don't play, but I don't play that way no more. I play no contact. I'm out. Discord is what it's called, a discard to me. I don't play games, and neither should you all. But thank you all for showing up. Thank you. Let me see his name. Naomi. I think, did I say that right? See, I put my glasses on. I know that's right. I know that's right. And as soon as you send the message, they'll respond right then. That's how they do. You can leave them for years. My ex been chasing me for 5 years, and I'm like, bro, chill out. Chill out. I said it right. Okay, thank you, sunshine. Thank you. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, my ex was calling me, bro. Stop calling me. You're disgusting me. So you got to make them feel just the way those demons make them feel disgusting. What can you do for me now? Nothing. I don't want your military money. I don't care what you got. You can have $1 billion. I wouldn't exchange my soul to go back in it because money didn't move me. Mm-mm. He is watching. You know, that's one thing. That is another thing that y'all got to know. Understand the plan. They are very nosy. They will make fake pages. They will get other people to spy on you. They'll get your children to spy on you. They are very nosy. They're going to watch. Yes. Uh oh. I put my glasses back on. Covenant keeper. Yes. Hi. How you doing? Yes, they are very nosy. So do not get in your head one time that they're not watching you. Oh, babies. Oh, they watching. Soon as you show up with a man or a woman, honey, that phone that be on your doorstep. Who that? Or they gonna try to come back in. Then nah. Mm-mm. Oh, they watching. Just rent a man. I used to tell people this all the time. Rent a man, rent a woman. If they see you alone, they think you ain't got nobody. If you just got to rent a man for 5 minutes and just take a picture with them, you will find out if they're watching or not, honey. But long as they see you alone and they see you doing your thing by yourself, they ain't gonna come. They're not gonna worry themselves. But they never know what you got. Me, I don't care if my ex is watching from Hong Kong. If I do got a man, I wouldn't put him on the internet. I wouldn't take pictures with them because I ain't in competition with no demon. Not me. Watch. You can watch from Japan. You can watch from China. You can watch from United Kingdom. Yes. Who cares? You don't need them to see who you got. I right now, if I would date, and if I would get involved with a date, I wouldn't show nobody. I wouldn't tell nobody. I move in solids because I know how people are. I ain't got to prove a point to no ex. They did in their sins with whatever they humping on. My ex got a young girl. I think she's 29, 30. He said she a young one. I said, you picked her? So deal with her. She on your vibration. You immature. You got an immature woman. Deal with her. That between you. You know, a lot of older women be like, he left me for a younger woman. I wouldn't care if he go for a teen, I'm gonna put him in jail my own self. I ain't playing that game. But I wouldn't care what they leave me for. They can leave me for a cougar. Well, they call us cougar. The young boy called me a cougar. He said, boy, you one fine cougar. I didn't understand what it meant at first. I was like, what is a cougar? He was like, you're an older woman. It's too much. Get out of it, sunshine. Get out of it. Take your time, though. Strategize to get out of it. Because if you're married to a narc, whew, mm, they think you their whole property. Or they don't, once they put that ring on it, they think you belong to them. Be careful. Be careful. They're married. When they marry you, they ain't marrying you because they want to be with you, partner to partner. They marry you just to show off to somebody, to hurt somebody. They always got a dark ram in the bush. Yeah, they think they flexing. They think they flexing. That young girl putting it on them too. They said that young girl around that city, body slamming them, beating them down through that city. That's on that clown. I don't care. I'll be laughing because I don't have no feelings. So hey, whatever you got, you can be going with a horse. Take a picture. I don't care what you do. Let them be. Let them be. Who cares? Move on, because God will send you. I mean, I've been healed, celibate as they call it, for 5 years, going on 6 years. Let me tell you something. I ain't never felt so refreshed within myself following Christ. I never felt so refreshed. And ain't no any old man gonna come in my life and bring no any old breadstick and any old net. Nah, you got to come in my world real. And I don't play no faking nothing. Because I will kick you out real quick with that horseshoe. Meaning my shoe. I kick them out with my horseshoe. I'm a horse with the leg. Pew! Kick them right on out. They ain't even see it coming. But yeah, I pray that you be slow getting out your marriage though. Work that thing. That's a whole. I talk about that because I had the divorce. I've been divorced twice. I got married to my second one. Only 8 months. I didn't want to marry that dude. That dude, let's get married. I married that dude in a funeral home. That dude still want to get married. I'm like, I'm gonna marry you in a funeral home. Yeah, we ain't married. It ain't last 8 months. Over it. Out of here. I didn't care. I was just doing a lot of stuff for stupid. I did. But anyways, I love you all, and we'll talk about the marriage thing the next time I come up. If I come up tomorrow, Lord's will, we'll talk about how to get out of these toxic marriages. Now, my kid's father was a hard marriage to get out of. Ooh, wait. But I'm out. He out. We all out. I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Thank you all for coming up here. I love you all. Grow some muscles on that spirit. Put some toughness on that heart. Go cold in the mind. No more toxic deposits. This is not a savings account. It's a checkings account. I'm checked out. You feel me? Blessings, you all. Much love.